John is joining us because today at ABC7 we're starting a project that runs until Thanksgiving Day. We call it Suncoast 2037, and the goal is to look at the big picture challenges and goals for our community over the next 20 years.
We will have news stories throughout the news every day to talk to community leaders and experts about what it's going to take to keep our communities thriving for years to come. But before you look at where you're going, sometimes it's fun to look at how far we've come and look back. So we're going to go back 20 years, some of the big events and highlights from 1996. Jean-Benet Ramsey murder occurred. That caused a massive murder investigation that is still unsolved. The 1996 Olympic spirit was dampened by the deadly terror bombing attack. The namesake for the now popular Amber Alert was made to date, and Amber Alerts have led to the recovery of more than 800 children, that of course coming from the Amber Hagerman abduction. Gas cost $1.22 a gallon, but only 20 million Americans had internet access back in 1996.
And let's not forget 1996 at the Olympics when Muhammad Ali lit the torch. It was such a wonderful,
in
wonderful
Atlanta.
time.
Yep,
In
and I
Atlanta,
covered that
yes.
as a news reporter.
Yeah. So you were there?
I was there.
Yeah, the Olympic Park, in trouble. Eric Rudolph was the man who eventually they captured. Now stay tuned all month long as we explore the Suncoast in 2037. We got, we had some pictures of us from 1996, 20 years ago. There's me actually
yours.
at Wrigley Field with the last trip to Wrigley Field for Cubs hero Andre Dawson, who was for the Cubs 1987. He was the MVP and always beloved by Cubs fans.
Check out your facial hair.
Yeah, well,
a little goatee going.
Short hair, goatee, you know, that was back 20 years ago. You know,
you got a look going on, though.
Yeah, and then what about John? John had more hair than I did, that's for sure. Look at that.
I did. That was a big year for me. I got married.
And that's
year.
Linda as
Oh,
well.
this is your 20-year anniversary.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, wow.
That's exciting.
I thought that was your prom date. I'm sorry. I thought 20 years ago
right.
you
She
were in high
was young
school.
enough to be my prom date.
Oh, very
What about
sweet.
Stephanie?
Steph's are not uploaded yet because that's Steph. So,
we're
working on that.
They're coming in 2037.
Yeah, they're on a flash drive. We'll get to those. And they're really horrible, by the way. I was mortified when I dug up 20-year-old pictures.
I know. It was hard to find one that we could air.
Right, yes. And I'm not real pleased with what I found because I'm sure you'll have a field day with it.
Oh, it's going to be great.